Hey Homo sapiens and Marbites, it's me Rogue Marbatian and welcome back to the channel. This is my interpretation of a red geisha in a modernized time, feeling the flames of anguish because, you know, there is just so much anguish in the world, and geishas are... Oh, what was that just for? A gem. Geishas are normally, you know, like humbled, submissive people, but I wanted this geisha to, you know, be a phoenix and just break out of that, you know, being humble and servant-like and whatnot. I was inspired by some looks that I, you know, googled on, and, you know, just doing like a whole half geisha face look. Totally do this for Halloween, or, you know, if I had an event to go to, or a PR stuff, you know. Oh, look at my hair. Oh my gosh, do you know what? My hair doesn't normally stand up like this, but I'm glad it does, because I feel like I actually have an afro. Yeah, this is really cute. Anyway, let's go on to the tutorial. So my hair is freshly washed and I'm going to now prepare it for, you know, the blow drying. So first off, I'm putting some Cantu curling cream into my hair just to make my curls pop a little bit more. And as you can see, I'm using both of my hands to clap my hair together and, you know, make those curls pop all together. I don't know how that works scientifically, but my curls always pop when I do this method using my hand. Now I'm spraying some heat protective into my hair because I am blow drying my hair, which I never normally do, so yeah, doing it for a video is kinda dangerous because I could have frazzled myself. Anyway, just using a diffuser, and then I'm going to go on to getting on with the look. Going on with my foundation first, I'm just going to put it on the places where there isn't going to be any makeup really. Well, the red makeup, sorry. So I'm just making sure I blended that in with a damp beauty sponge, blending it all into my skin, and now I look a bit like a zombie because obviously the colour looks like it's not matching. Anyway, moving on. Starting with a flat tapered brush, I am going to, and it's small by the way, as you can see, I am going to start carving out the mask that I'm going to be wearing in today's video, as you've already seen. As you can see, I'm just doing it on my nose, and then I'm going to fill in every part that I need, you know, for the mask to be more red than gradient, and then I will go on to, you know, creating a gradient. I'm not using white in this video. And I'm not using white because I just really do not want any white in this look. But anyway, just filling that in and just making sure it's all nice and seamless before we go on to using some pink. And we're just going to use that just directly underneath the red. And then we're going to blend that in together, pulling it down into our cheeks. And then also blending the foundation that I've got underneath into it. So it kind of like looks as if my skin has turned into pink into red, but then looks like it's a mask, if that makes any sense. Anyway, just keep watching. So I wanted my face to look more matte than usual, well, in comparison to the mask. So I went in with some of my setting powder that I would normally put on underneath my eyes, you know, to bake. And I've just put that all over my lower face, and then I'm going to put some on my upper face, but not too much too close to where I'm going to be placing the fire, as you can see here, because I don't want it to, you know, start looking browny and orange and all of that. Anyway, using a thin detailing brush, I'm going in that same flash palette, and I'm just creating the flames, and then I'm just going to bleed those flames down into each other, into the mask. And I'm going to just, you know, use a mix of the yellow, and then I'm going to go in with some reds just to make it more fiery and just create a nice orange burning flame effect coming from my face, basically. As you can see here, I'm using a flat tapered brush just because my eyelids were creasing, because this is a grease paint, so I didn't want them to I didn't want them to crease too much, so I'm going in with a red eyeshadow, which came off a little bit on the pink side, but hopefully you don't notice it too much. Now it's time to create my wing liner, and when I was doing this I thought, oh fudge, I actually cannot put any liquid on top of this, or I don't even want to put any of the palette that I'm using on top of this because it will smudge and blend into each other. So what can I do? Clearly I'm using eyeshadow and an angled brush just to create the shape, and obviously I'm going to go in a little bit deeper as I've found the shape with the black eyeshadow that I'm using. So I just burped. Sorry guys, I'm being so unprofessional right now. Anyway, moving on, I'm going to my lower lash line now, and I'm just blending that in and creating that wing a little bit longer. And as you can see, I've just moved on into creating the black outlining of my flames and mask. Now I chose to use the black flames on the mask just because I kind of wanted this look to be obviously going with the whole geisha look, but I also wanted it to look anime-ish, which kind of, you know, is Japanese as well, so why not? So I'm creating cartoonish like flames and being very careful down my nose because I do not want anything to be in the middle of my nose, because that would have been really hard to wipe away. Anyway, just continuing to be really careful with a thin detailing brush, going over those lines, making sure that the opacity of the black is perfect and straight. Going on to doing more detailing, I'm going in first with the big flame, and then I'm making all the other flames kind of be like its children, basically. You know, mummy, daddy, son, daughter, dog, or daddy, son, you know what I mean. Anyway, going on to create more detailing there. Moving on to my eyebrows, I wanted these eyebrows to look short and stark black. So I'm not actually following my lash line, so you can see that I started from the beginning of my... I said lash line again. How many times do I need to edit this video? Anyway, my eyebrows, I wanted them to look stark and ninja-ish, but I didn't want to go with my natural brow shape, so therefore I did what I just did. Going in with the black cream, I'm going over the wing that I've already created on top of the powder, and then I'm not going to touch it. I'm just leaving it there. And as you can see, I'm placing gems on, and I'm not using any adhesive because my face is pretty sticky at the moment, so there's no need to use adhesive. But if you're going to create this look, use adhesive because you're probably going to be moving around a lot. Anyway, as you can already see, I've already started doing my lips because I clearly have no timing. But yes, I'm creating a small little geisha lip in the middle, and originally I was going to do a heart, but this geisha isn't the geisha of love today, so therefore I needed to not do a heart. And I'm just mixing in some yellow and orange into the top, and then I'm going to outline that with black, and then I'm going to do a little bit of highlighting on my nose, but I don't believe I recorded that. Silly me. And once I'm happy with that dramatic lip outline, I'm going to go in with the brush and just create a little depth in the middle, you know, creating a circle and blending that into the red, and that is the look. So guys, that's how I got the look, and I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to this channel, Planet Marbasia, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Rogue Marby